So you already know it.
Oh yes, please sing along on everything, anything and everything.
If you know the words, and if not, then sing something else.
Right.
Lucy, Lucy, I'm coming home to take you for a ride. These winter days have ground me down, and I long to see you smile. Lucy, Lucy, I don't know why this world should treat me so. For all my sins I must have paid by now. Why won't it let me go? Lucy, Lucille, you teach the sun to swim across the sky. You make the rivers all run and the autumn wind to sigh. A man would walk 1,000 miles to stand outside your door. Oh, won't you turn your pretty head and smile at me once more?
For those of you who have just arrived, we are gracious, and he's just thinking about, just friends and loved ones and familiar surroundings, and he wants to hold that memory in his head as he's heading off into the unknown. So those are sort of the ideas informing this song, and this is called November.
So once again, but the experience of being a soldier may not necessarily be the songwriters, but the experiences of separation,
Right.
loneliness, and whatnot, are universal.
Right.
And the soldier being the vehicle for bringing those feelings out.
Right, so you can kind of invent a character, and then you kind of infuse that character with some of the things that you've experienced, and hopefully that will give your song some life and some meaning. That's the goal anyway. So this is called November Song.
Aye, aye. Touch.
Through the hills and the streams you flow, that's the way she always seems to go. As autumn trees burn against the sky, so shine the color in my dream of eyes. Summer grass, it grows green and high, bows before her when she walks by. November chill turns the fields to gold. I hate to leave her, but I'm bound to know. stop the young men marching on to war. Through the fields as the streams do flow, that's the way she always seems to go. As autumn trees burn against the sky, so shines the color in my true love tide.
Yeah, so for us, we're feeling a little trepidatious about wanting to be full-time musicians. And we used to be office workers in New York City, and, oh, thank you. And we thought, you know, there must be some way of doing whatever it is that we love in life and having that work out. We were a little worried, like, are we gonna make enough money? Will we still be able to pay our mortgage? All of those worries and everything were kind of informing this next song. So what I wanted to do was make like a safe place, like make it almost like, I'm really worried about this, but I'm in my imagination, this is the great thing about being a writer, you can make it all okay. You can like take all those things and actually make it sort of a comforting place instead of a scary place to go. So that's.
I think at the time we weren't even sure if we wanted to do music.
I know.
We wanted to write a coffee table book at some point. Or,
Yeah, we just wanted a different.
or like what kind of jobs can we find like in Maine?
Right. Yeah. What can we do that's not what we're doing now because we weren't happy, but so we were
It's
trying.
in New York City, by the way,
Yes.
where we were at the time.
So we wrote this song called Going North. Sitting around dreaming on the back of the sun, I left you for dead, now I get nothing done. Oh, the moon spills its light on the water outside, and if you were here, we could go for a ride on the highway that curls round her sister, the river. And I think I'd like to go north. Please won't you buy me a house by the sea? I could work at the diner, we would live easily, and we'd fasten our shutters against winter storms. With the waves crashing round us, we'd sleep safe and warm, and in the summers we'd sit and smile at the tourists and visit the beaches at night. La da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da da oh, the highway she curls round her sister, the river, and I think I'd like to go north. Does anybody have any questions? Questions from the audience? Okay.
Do you start with the music or the words? What do you do first?
Okay, really good question. A lot of times, well, sometimes Ken will write like a little guitar riff or something, and he'll think, oh, that's really nice, like, and you know, can you do anything with this? And so usually I'll kind of crawl off in a corner for a little while and see what I can do with that, whatever melodies. So it's not always that way, but a lot of times he writes the music and I write the words. But sometimes I will get a little melody that comes along with a phrase that pops into my head, and then I just kind of get my guitar and I try to tease out the melody a little bit and see where the song wants to go. Like sometimes I don't even know what the song's going to be about until I just kind of start playing, and I just try not to impede the process. And I'll get as much down as I can. Usually what we'll do that's really super helpful is just if you have any kind of a digital camera, any kind of recording device, just record whatever it is I'm working on at the time, because these ideas are really ephemeral, and if I don't record them, the next time I go to try to develop the song a little bit more, I might forget, you know, what the melody was or something. So
we just recorded a new album, and thanks to the crowdfunding campaign, and actually quite a few of the songs on this new record, we actually, you know, oh man, we need some new songs, and we just have this database full of these little snippets.
Right.
And a few of them we just, hey, I didn't know. I don't remember doing that, do you?
Yeah, they were completely, when we went back and played it, we're like, oh, we wrote that, you know, what is that? So, and sometimes it's important for your editing process to, like, this is the difficult part. Like when I'm first trying to write the song, I try not to have any critical thoughts in my head. I just try to let it come out however it's going to come out.
That part's really hard, right?
That part is really hard. Like, it's really hard not to have those mean voices that say, oh, that line, what are you doing there, you know? But I just try to tell myself that in the beginning it's okay to just let whatever is coming out come out. And then sometimes, you know, weeks, months, a whole year will go by, and as Ken was saying, we'll think, oh, you know, it's time to develop some new material.
It could be more than a year.
Yeah, go back to that stuff that I was developing at the time and listen to it and take whatever is good about it and then edit the parts that don't work. And it's, if some time has gone by, it's actually easier to do that. You're not quite so emotionally attached to it anymore or something. So you can actually be critical in a helpful way of your own work and try to do something that works, hopefully. But having said all of that, I'm now going to play for you, I think this was actually the first song that I ever wrote, and I had no process whatsoever. I didn't have any craft really for songwriting. All I knew was that I really liked traditional ballads, and I also really liked Neil Young. And believe it or not, when I wrote this next song, I was trying to write a song that to me sounded like Neil Young. I don't know why. And I just decided, and this is just what came out one afternoon, and it's funny.
This is on Rebecca's very first record, the first song Rebecca Hall sings. It was recorded in 1999.
Yeah.
But it was done in a kind of primitive way with, you know, we had a fiddle player, and it never really developed the way we wanted it to, and so it is also on our brand new record, finally done as we originally intended.
Right. And I did actually have a story in mind when I wrote this song, because at the time I was listening to a lot of traditional ballads, and what I really liked about them is that a lot of times they were about really difficult subjects, and a lot of them are about like unplanned pregnancies, just things that still happen in life and how people cope with those things. So